gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. And tonight's live stream, we're going to talk about some things, okay? Now, if you guys have been paying attention, I have recently changed the title and the thumbnail of tonight's live stream because I had a difference of thought on where I want to go with tonight's live stream. Not to say that I'm not going to bring up some similar clips, but the one thing that I do want to highlight is, and the question that I want to ask is, should men be players? Now, I know that was the original title, and I've changed it since then, but that is a thought process that I have. Now, I don't normally talk about doing that type of thing, but tonight I'm going to explore that, right? Because what I'm going to do is I have a number of clips that we have to get through. So I'm going to push through kind of fast in the beginning tonight, and then I'll get back to acknowledging everybody. But I'm going to push through and get to these clips kind of early because I want to be able to explore what men are seeing out here in the world today, and especially guys that are looking to you know have to deal with modern dating in the Americas, if you will. Okay, so I'm gonna do some quick shout outs real quick before I get started. What up, Ron? He said, absolutely, passport playboys. My boy Bruce, my brother Bruce in the house. Let's get it, he says. All right. Yeah. And then we got Beach Bum TV. How you doing? I'm good, brother. Thank you for being here this evening. I want to kind of get through that kind of quickly. Something else that I also want to, a couple things that I want to get out. I did the shout outs early, right? But some things that I want to bring up, some little housekeeping things. First of all, hit that like button if you haven't done it yet to notify other people that we are live currently. All right. And there we go. So make sure you guys hit that like button for me. But I changed the title tonight to Why Women Are More Toxic Than Men. And I'm going to show a lot of video clips tonight. I have a lot of video clips on the slate. So you're going to want to see these, right? You're going to want to see some of these. And we're going to talk about it. Based on some of these clips, that's why the original title was Should Men Be Players? But again, I'm going to get back to that in a moment. A couple things. I have also set up, if you look into the description, all the newest videos, I have set up basically, if you want to do some consulting with me, there's the email link below. I'll pretty much figure out what your situation is and determine whether or not you'll be a good candidate for it. But one of the things I'll be consulting on is YouTube consulting. The other thing I'll be doing is some life coaching consulting, in which case, if you do want to I always talk about being better and getting your life on track and getting it in the direction you want to do. The one thing that I've learned over my time for being a mentor and a teacher of over 2,000 sailors in my time in the military is that I'm an excellent planner. And so that is a lot of people's downfall. So I'll help out with that. And then the last thing is I'll do some light travel consulting. And basically I'll probably, I have some third-party consultants that you could talk to that'll help you out with that. So I'm starting to do consulting now. Also, I have the Cash App here on the end. I depend on you guys for any type of Cash Apps or any type of super chats and stuff like that, because without you, this channel wouldn't be where it is right now. We've recently went over a couple milestones. One of the milestones that we've gone over is we've gone over 3,000 subscribers, and that was a very short time ago. 1 month ago, I was leaving Cartagena, Colombia, and when I first got there, I just hit 2,000 subs. Now we're well into 3,000, like 3,300 plus subs right now. And the other milestone that we went over 300,000 views on this channel, and that's because of you guys, man. Seriously, you guys have showed up, showed out, and made this channel what it is, where men have a voice to be able to express how they feel and different things like that. So I couldn't have done it without you. Okay. And then Bruce says, indeed, please mollywop that like button. I appreciate you, man. We got Jay's Randomness channel. Hey, Sean, what it do, man? I'm good, baby. Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. And then Bruce says, facts. Congratulations, my G. Yeah, man. So I'm trying to do new things. I still haven't had time to work on this second channel thing I'm working on. But I'll let you guys know when that time comes. Probably won't really affect you guys here for this channel. I'm doing something completely different on the second channel. I just haven't had time to work on it because of the amount of videos that I'm putting out. And so again, can't do all this without you guys. I appreciate you greatly for all that you do, gents. Okay. So let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So um the first few clips that I'm going to do aren't going to have sound associated with them. But the one thing that I want you to get from these clips is about the some of the choices that modern women make today and how it has affected the whole dating market, if you will, right? So I'm gonna load that screen up real quick. So again, there won't be any sound associated with that for the first few clips. So I'm going to bring up some music here. And then I'm gonna play through these clips. Now she says, I'm scared my mental state is gonna push him away because I know I'm hard to deal with. Now, the first thing I want to say is about this is we hear all the time about um we hear from women all the time that say, look, I'm hard to deal with, and so what they'll also say in conjunction with that is, well, a man, the man can't deal with me, and then I'm hard to deal with, and only a real man can deal with me, right? So what they'll do is they know that they have behavior issues like a kid, and then somehow it becomes your fault because of the way they are. If your manhood is on the line and tied to how a woman is acting, and we know that is absolute cap. All right. So I'm gonna push it on to the next one. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. So let's get on to the next one. Says when you finally found a good guy, but you're not physically attracted to him. All right. So let's talk about that for a second. When you finally found a good guy, but you're not physically attracted to him. Here, I'm going to even do one better for you guys. Okay. So, uh, uh, one of the things that we're going to see in some of these clips is that you could be a good guy. And because you're a good guy, they're not physically attracted to you. The way this is written is saying you found a good guy, but you're just not attracted to him. Like, oh, he's nice and all, but I'm just not attracted to him. I'm going to even tell you that some of you guys who are being too nice, it's not that you have to be mean or rude to women, nor should you have to be. But if you're the good guy, if you're the nice guy, that makes you unattractive to women. And we're going to see that play out through some of these clips tonight. All right. So we'll get to the next one. Now, we always talk about on this channel about the choices that women make when it comes to men. We talk about them making better choices. We also talk about men making better choices. Hence the reason why we watch all these videos on this channel, right? So here's another example of that real quick. I guess I should have turned the music back on. I want you to see what she said at the very end. Hold up. What she put in this thing. She said, I will never change. But we know that that's not necessarily true, right, gents? We know that is not necessarily true when it comes to these modern women. they will go on for a long time talking about I'm attracted to this type of dude and I will never change until women start nearing the wall. And at that point, when they start nearing that wall, or when they're serious about dating, then they're trying to nail down a guy and make him make choices. Ironically enough, I talked to a friend of mine who I hadn't spoken to for a while, but I noticed it was her birthday. And so I talked to her there. And she and I are around the same age. And so she was just talking about dating the day and the kind of dudes that she was dealing with. And listen, I'll be honest with you guys, right? Which I always am, but I'm gonna be real with you all. Some of the things that I hear from the women that are in my life, the friends that I have in my life, and I hear their stories and stuff like that about some of the dudes that they dealing with. And I'm like, yeah, that's valid. You know what I mean? Like they have some valid points out there that they dealing with dudes that aren't adjusted as they should be. But at the same time, I tried to explain to her that taking her situations to the side, there are women that are her age, that are our age, that now that they're done with their hot girl summers, like the young girl we just saw in the previous clip, now that they're done with that time, now that they're done being ran through, now that they're done being on the carousel, now it's like guys aren't adjusted for where they're at. Again, I give my female friends credit because at this age, they're trying to deal with normal dudes, quote unquote normal dudes. But the stories that I'm hearing is you find that there are a lot of quote unquote normal dudes who aren't doing the work. And if you've been a follower of this channel for any amount of time, one of the things I stress through the video, through most of my videos, even if I put it at the end, is that men need to do the work. It is so important. All right. It is so important for you as a man. You're not going to just get older and then all of a sudden have younger women flocking and attracted to you. So your dating pool is around your age at that point. The guys who continue to work on themselves, who continue to build on what they have, they're on that grind, they're at the peak of their wealth, or they're getting to that point. Those are the guys that are going to have it easy. I'm not trying to brag, but I don't have like me as a man don't have that type of problem with women. I really don't, man. Like I don't have some of the problems that I talk about, but I empathize with them because I have gone through so much, right? In my years on this revolving globe called Earth. Okay. I've gone through a lot of stuff. And so to help some of the men that's on here and to actually lend voice to the men that's on here, I understand. I understand what you guys go through. But I'm telling you, if you haven't done the work and you're not looking to be the best version of yourself, then you're missing out. You're not going to be able at some point to get some of the women that you desire. Like I say all, but I'm saying you're not going to be able to get the best that you can get. Why should you get the best of women with little effort that's done by you? Where they got us guys out here that's working out, that's grinding, that's on our purpose, and that's getting it. I'm sure if I let myself go, I would have major problems too, but I don't tend to do that. Okay. I tend to keep working and grinding. So that's the whole nother story. Damn, there's a lot of comments there. We're gonna but I'll get to those comments later. I want to push through the beginning of these videos. So this next video, check this one out. No sound. This girl is friend zoning every good guy. You a good guy? Friend zone. There you go. Wait. So there it is, right there in a nutshell. Let me put that back up on the screen. Right there. I'm gonna put that right back up on the screen. Why can't I ever get a good guy? Now, we've been through this, right? Guys go through this where here it is that you are doing what you're supposed to do, but you're getting overlooked by the women you want to talk to. Even the ones that are seemingly good will pass you over, and then you look sometime later and they're with the bad boys, right? They're with somebody else. You have seemed to have missed out. But did you? Did you really miss out? Right? Women will continuously find themselves attracted to the bad boys and to the men that are going to break their heart because those guys, well, we're going to talk about that here. We got more video clips to go through. But this girl talks about seeing all the red flags, and that's the guy she falls in love with. But if you're the good guy, you're the one miss out. Again, I'm not going to talk deep into that right now because I have more clips to go through, and then we'll get into more of the discussion of the why here later. But I want to show you these beginning clips to show you how, show you just some examples of the choices that women are making out here, especially these younger ladies. All right, let's get to the chat real quick. Now that we've broken the proverbial cherry of of the proverbial cherry of our topics tonight. Okay, the math is definitely not mathing for sure. Mr. GG, what's going on? What's up, Roman TSG Uncut? I'm good, baby. Just sipping on a Truly tonight. Truly? Oh, Mike's Hard Seltzer Lemonade, I guess. Let me know what's in y'all cup. Put it down in the chat. As you know, when I'm on these lives, I'm usually sipping on a little something, something. I'm keeping it light tonight, though, because I didn't get a chance to eat. Okay. Bruce says, Man's Daily is in the building. Yep, Mr. GG in the house. Brandon, what's going on, my dude? He said, yo, what up, TSG Uncut? Man, I'm good, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, man. Just working hard for you guys, cranking out these videos. Brandon says, women in the U.S. are just full of crap. Shake my head. Say how you really feel. Say it with your chest back, Blue. Okay. Bruce said, you are what you attract. Huh. Well, we're going to talk about that, Bruce. I know you got a limited time to be up, but we're going to talk about that. Jay's Randomness channel says, what up, MDA and E? All right. All right. Thank you for being here tonight, brother. Mr. Gigi says, yeah, they want to settle down years after becoming the village tricycle. Exactly, bro. And then Jay's Randomness channel says, what it do, Bruce? Man, everybody saying what's up. Okay. And then Bruce says, please smash the hell out of that like button when you enter. That's right, fellas, gents, as I call you guys. Gents, make sure you wipe your feet off at the door. Get your drink ready. I have a lot of clips to get through tonight, but I have to get through these beginning clips because I want to be able to talk more in depth about the latter ones we have. All right. So I want to make sure that you guys are getting what you need from these clips tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and set up the next ones. But it was an interesting conversation that I had tonight. It really was. With my or this afternoon with my friend I hadn't spoken to in a while. It was her birthday, so I had reached out and we hadn't talked in a while. And in that conversation, like I said, we had a real deep conversation about, you know, being this age and what we attract. She even asked me some questions, right? She asked me about, you know, about dating women my age. And I said, well, if I'm being honest, I have typically been dating around 5 to about 15 years younger than me, right? If you want to talk about in the past, since I've been out of the military, women have generally, man, the train always come at night. Ain't that something? So I've been dating, or women have been attracted to me, is what I told her. Women have been more attracted to me, the ones that are within 5 to 15 years younger than me. And she made it seem like, oh, that ain't disgusting you. I said, well, we're going to have this age-old conversation about what's disgusting or not. He's like, well, how would you have anything to talk to about with them? And I said, well, because I don't talk to dummies. And she said, well, that's just intelligence. And I said, well, you know, I can relate to that. I can relate to intelligent women. I can have those conversations with them, right? Because they're not talking to a dummy either. They can talk about deeper things. We can still have a good time. I said we actually probably we actually get along fairly well through that age range, right? And then she tried to make it seem like there was something wrong with me, but I'm like, don't do that. Y'all don't say that when women doing it. And she tried to say, oh yeah, well, women do it is kind of like weird too. It's like, don't change that up. You only did that because y'all know why, right? You start getting within that age bracket and you're not getting the attention from the younger guys, or you're not still getting the same amount of attention maybe that you used to, and now you have a different pool of people coming at you, then yeah, you might feel some type of way. And I actually even broke down. I said, well, look, the peak of a woman's uh, strength is her beauty, right? Like the peak of like the thing that women have is their beauty. Not to take away from their intelligence and their accomplishments, but I'm saying their beauty is their strength. A very beautiful woman can get pretty much all the doors of life in the world opened up to her at any point in time. I said it's a good thing that women can't hold on to their beauty throughout their whole existence, because if they did, can you imagine some of the terrors we'd have out here? Women that have their beauty and their looks their whole time. And can you imagine, like, if every dude was, like if dudes were like had money right off the bat? What do we do when we're young with a bunch of money as dudes, right? We're not ready to hold that type of power, right? So um just like it would be, it's all balance. That's what I try to tell. I said it's all balance. You ladies have your beauty when you're younger. What are you gonna do with it? And then when guys are younger, we get turned down. We're not in the peak of where we need to be financially. And good for the dudes that do. But not everybody's able to handle that. Dudes aren't necessarily able to handle that type of power of having money. We see it every day in these rappers making these dumbass decisions, right? We see it all the time. But after you've become adjusted and you're wise with your money, right? That's when you can think on how to best use it and not always just using it on dumb stuff. That's when a man is at the peak of his prowess, right? When he's able to be ready to provide and be that family man, to provide for his family in theory. So I tried to break all this stuff down to her. I don't think she was trying to hear all that stuff. Okay. Where are we at? Where are we at? Mr. Gigi says, when are you returning to Mexico or elsewhere globally? Man, you have powerful receipts and testimonials. Yeah, man. Well, right now I'm dealing with some family stuff. And so once I get my family settled and taken care of, um, honestly, I would have been out the States already, because I'm not gonna lie. Y'all probably gonna see me wearing the same sweater combo for a little bit, okay? Because it's getting kind of chilly. I did not pack for being in I did not pack for being in the States during the fall and the winter time. I just didn't, right? Luckily, I have a couple small coats around here, but it's getting chilly. I did not plan for this. Now I have a pair of sweatpants on, I have some jeans with me, but thank God I thought about bringing that stuff. And I still technically, if I get back to Vegas again, I'm going to grab some stuff. I'm grabbing my coats and stuff like that, because I just wasn't expecting that. So honestly, looking at the way things going now, it's already at the end of the middle of November. It's looking like I'm probably not going to be able to get out of the States until after New Year's. So it's unfortunate, but that's what I'm looking at, starting to do some traveling again. Right. I might leave for a little bit, but I got some things I gotta take care of. So thank you very much for that, Mr. GG. Bruce said, wait, you said 5 years? Yeah, I mean, I'd say generally 5 years younger than me. Oh, wait, 5 years? I guess it's been a little bit younger than that. Good catch. But I said women that find me the most attractive. So like 5 years younger to about 15 years younger. So that's what I meant. That's supposed to be drastic. No, I'm saying that's who finds me the most attractive. Okay. Pontiac says single toxic black woman sometimes raises black guys to be toxic. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think there's a a tendency to downplay how much men are needed in the life of children. And if the guy is a complete and utter crap bag, I can see why a woman would be hesitant of letting that guy be around the kids. I can see that. Okay. That's why it's so important, at least in my opinion, to get your kids into sports, especially the young males, to be on a team where you have a male coach so that they're around some type of male presence, right? That is another way that women could kind of do this. And that kind of puts the onus on some of these male coaches to realize how big of a mentor that they are. But the other thing is there are women who are using their kids as pawns and try and basically causing as much harm and destruction, telling the kids toxic things about the other parent instead of just keeping that crap to themselves, right? Instead of letting the kids see for themselves, they'll go ahead and badmouth the other parent in front of the kids. That is absolutely wrong. And there's too many women that do that, right? The women that do that to the fathers of these kids is wrong. And really and truly, it's like there are guys who really want to make that effort, but they just really are having a hard time dealing with that bitter ass woman that they had those children with. Now you can say that that's their fault, and I get it. That's a fair argument. But at the same time, at this point, that's a terrible argument too, because right now we see the statistics on what happens when when children don't have male figures in a household. So it's time for some of these people to swallow their pride and make it a little bit easier for those gents to come or those men to go around their kids, because that's actually more important than some hurt feelings that a person has. Okay. That's all women know. Yeah. He said those types of videos screw up his algorithm. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So the travel videos, that's right, Mr. GG. That's the other thing too. I was kind of going to scale back on doing travel videos because I've only had like I have only one of them has ever gone over 1,000 views. And then there's one that's really close. But they haven't really done much for the channel. Now, what I might do, here's how I might combat that. Okay. I'm not going to not film the travel stuff. But what I might do is I might do a topic. And you know how like people do voiceovers, right? And talk about the different topics. And then, it's like the people that have, they'll talk about a topic, but they'll have a video game playing in the background while they talk about the topic. What I might do is just compile some footage from my travels, compile that into a video, and then talk about whatever the topic is over that as the backdrop, right? With a couple different pans and zooms of me coming in and discussing the topic. So that is a way that I can do it where I can still talk about the same topics, but still show you guys what I've seen from the travels, if that makes sense. That's the only way I can think about doing it and not messing up the algorithm, because right now the channel is locked in. Again, in this month of loan, I have received like 170,000 views this month, if not more. I think it's more than that, but I don't quote me on that. But I think I'm close to um 180,000 views just this month. So I've more than just in this month alone, in the last 28 days, I've more than doubled the amount of views I had for the whole lifetime of this channel, the whole 2+ years I had on this channel. Okay. There's been a lot of growth here, and that's because of you guys, right? Because of your guys' contributions to the channel. I can't say enough. So I've been working hard to make sure that these videos, um, are entertaining and engaging, good quality, good topics, so that you guys get something from it. And because of that effort that I've put in, and because of you guys watching, there's been just a lot of growth on this channel. So I appreciate that. Yep. All right. Let's get back to these videos. Okay. This one here, make sure I got everything unmuted. All right. This one here is a woman talking about why she can't find a good guy.
You're gonna lose it when I tell you that I'm a whore.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Let me know if you guys heard that. I'll email you to talk a bit more about that. Okay, sounds good, brother. Did you guys hear that? Let me know if you guys heard that in the chat. Make sure the volume was up good, okay? Oh, let us go to the next clip. All right. So this is a woman showing what her experience is dealing with okay, y'all caught it. All right, cool. All right. So this woman here is showing her experience, this next clip, of what it looks like when you're when you text a woman. Let's see what type of texter you are. Cause I tend to kind of relate to this a little bit.
Good morning, beautiful. Just want to let you know I've been thinking about you all night. Last night I had such a bitch. Wake up, you ain't sleep, ho.
Noticing that it's like the guy that was like trying to be like the dude that had the more toxic way of coming at her, right? The one who showed more aggression, the more making her mind wander. That's the one that got it. That whole, hey beautiful, how you doing today, beautiful? You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all be trying to say, like, hey beautiful, good morning, trying to be all nice, right? Nope. They telling you. And I told my friend this too today. I said, y'all telling on yourself, not you. I said, you got to stop taking this personal. But I said, y'all women are telling on yourselves. Y'all putting all your business out in the streets on these TikTok channels and on these videos that I get from other social media platforms. You guys putting all y'all business out in the street about what y'all doing out here. We see it. And I said, I have some videos that I now have, private and stuff like that. But I am very close to my 400 video. Now, if you talk about all the videos I've made for Instagram too and for TikTok, like individually for TikTok, I've made well over 400 videos. I know some of you guys have made way more than I have, but I'm saying when you make 400 videos and you do all this type of research on this stuff, what you'll realize is that I have watched thousands of videos. Okay. If I'm at almost 400 videos, whatever, it means for me to get to that 400 videos, it means I have literally watched thousands of videos. Okay. Right. Y'all don't even realize I have 15 clips just for this video alone. If you do the math, you'll see I'm in the thousands of comments I've answered. I'm in the thousands of videos. And I tried to tell her, I was like, you don't understand. I could pull up videos right now with women debunking exactly what the hell you're arguing about. Women don't do this. I'm like, for real? You really want me to pull up a clip for you right now? Because I can do that, okay? I can pull up a clip showing y'all bad behavior. Well, I don't see it with the women I'm with. And I said, that's why I'm saying take yourself out of the equation. Get out of this thing with your feelings. You putting your situation into what I'm telling you guys are saying, what the gents are telling me. All right. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Some laughs going on. Jay says the cupcake dude gets ignored every time. Absolutely. That disrespect works for some reason. Absolutely, it does. What's up to my brother Habla Conmigo TV? He says peace at TSG Uncuts. Peace to the chat. What up, So hey, make sure you go check out. Actually, there's a lot of people with channels on here. Go check out everybody's channel in here. But if you want to learn Spanish, man, this is the dude to come to, man. For real though. Go check him out. You want that in your repertoire, okay? That dude gonna make it easy and fun for you. Brandon says, hey, yo, TSG, since you have been to different countries outside of the US, have you ever been to Brazil before? Nope, haven't been there yet. Okay. Why haven't I decided? Why am I waiting on that? Oh, I'm not going to Brazil for a little bit. I know everybody just says, well, just go and don't worry about it. I know I could just leave and go to Brazil, not a big deal. But the reason why I'm holding off is because, first of all, I want to go to the countries that I get to continue to practice my Spanish. The other thing with Brazil is when I go there, I want to learn Portuguese a little bit before I go, right? I always tell you guys, I said, hey, you know, learn a little bit of the language before you go. I am in no position right now to say I have time to learn Portuguese when I'm trying to learn a little bit of daily Spanish, right? Um, so I'm not ready to go. I don't want to go there again until I have the basic words down in Portuguese. Okay, Portuguese. So that's why I'm not doing it yet. But I do want to go to Brazil, and I will go to Brazil, and you guys will see it. Okay. But I have a whole bunch of other places on the agenda right now, and really and truly, I'm still trying to decide. Part of me wants to go to Thailand for the winter, and I'm just like, I really want to continue. I kind of continue want to be in Spanish speaking countries. I still want more of that experience. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm confused right now. All right. Acknowledgement. Um, HCTV. Oh yeah. Habla Conmigo TV. All right. 20 years experience teaching, can't beat it. Yeah, man. So if you don't know, again, I'm gonna put it out again. I'm also doing I was also an instructor. I was a mentor in the military, right? I was a chief in the Navy. Um my last duty station I mentored, I had 200 people working for me. And I had to do counseling and mentoring sessions all the time with that. I also was a mentor to all the new sailors that came to the island that were going to submarines. I also was a certified instructor, right? I taught, I was a nuclear engineering instructor. So I have a background in this stuff. I also, when I got out of the military because of that teaching background, after I graduated bartending school, I actually was an instructor at bartending school. So these are things like being a teacher and an instructor. I actually have that background. So when I tell you guys that if you guys hit me up through my email, you want to get a consult, whether that be for YouTube success, right? Because I think I'm starting to get it down a little bit. Okay. You guys are seeing the numbers, you're seeing everything. All I'm doing is just putting into practice. Do I get it right all the time? No, but not even the big channels do. But what I will tell you is the success I saw was following simple stuff. And I'm going to tell you, if you are a YouTube channel and you do want to get a consult from me, I'm going to be honest with you. We watch these videos and they're telling you the surface level of what you need to know in order to grow your channel and grow your YouTube business, but they're leaving out some things. And as I watch these things, right, me, Bruce, we talk about these growth strategies and stuff like that. But I'm telling you that the videos that we watch from the bigger channels, they're giving you the basics. They're not lying to you. They're just not giving you everything. And that opens up for you to buy the pro version of vidIQ and for TubeBuddy and stuff like that. And they're leaving little things out, right? I watch a dude, Channel Makers, really good guy, right? Channel Makers dude is a really good guy, but he has this Project 24. If you had everything that you needed to know from the YouTube videos, then more people would be blowing up. But the people on this Project 24, their channels are growing more exponentially because they're getting that one-on-one help. So if you do a consult with me, I'll be able to help you to focus in and hone in on certain things on your channel that you'll be able to grow faster. But other than that, they're just giving you the basics, because if not, they wouldn't be able to run their business. They just gave you everything, right? So also, I will do some travel consulting, but it'll be really basic. And that's really a cheap nominal fee, but I will be referring out to third parties for that. And then the other thing is um, how I got myself organized to be debt free, to have 800 credit, right? I did all that stuff. I am an excellent planner. And so that's what I will offer you if you take up my consulting fees for that, is that I'm an excellent planner. I'll be able to put together a plan for you based on what you want to do, right? And all you got to do is just be committed to following your plan. If you do that and realize that it takes, if you're ready to work, you're ready to really get there and see yourself there, then you will achieve it. I promise you that. Okay. O says at TSG Uncut is in the game deep with us. Yeah, man. I be dropping some stuff. Brazil looks amazing. And that's really because I just want to help the brothers out, man, for real. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So let me set up the next video. So that was what women really want. Let me make sure this is muted so it don't play. Okay. So I picked this girl for a reason, because she's cute, but she would border on average, right? An average girl is an average country hometown girl, and she's going to explain her situation. So I want you guys to pay attention to this. Let's get to the next video.
My toxic trait is that whenever my mom tries to get me to date someone from my hometown and she starts describing them as like they're nice and they come from a good family and they're super sweet, and I'm like, next, boring.
Now we've talked about that on the channel, gents, right? Where when you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, you are the boring guy, right? Or women will rock with you for a little bit, but these women today, after they get into a routine with you, and that's normal when you're in a relationship, you get past the excited stage and now you're into a routine with each other. And that's not a bad thing. You do have to keep things a little bit spicy, whatever. You have to, still do things to keep your woman interested in you. You still have to do things. She still has to do things to keep you interested in her. But that's still a routine. And we routinely see women get bored with this. So here it is, when her parents trying to set her up with dudes that are going to mean well for her. What did she say? What did she say? That guy is boring. If he's doing well and this, that, and the third, he's boring. All right. So this is, well, let's watch another one. Let's watch another one. Hold on. I almost forgot to unmute it.
The question of the day is, you gotta finish the line. I hate guys that
are nice.
So you.
Whoa, right off the bat. I hate guys that are nice. Okay, let's see what else she got to say about that.
Like me, toxic. They gotta be toxic.
Yeah, toxic as fuck.
Why females be loving that toxic shit? Like why?
Oh, I don't know, because nobody wants a guy who actually likes them. Like, what the fuck?
You're a victim.
Nobody likes a guy. Hold on. Nobody likes a guy that actually likes them. Right? I mean, does that sound crazy to you? This used to just blow my mind when I was younger, when I didn't understand these concepts, right? It used to blow my mind that the best availability with women is unavailability. I'm going to say that again for the cheap seats. We always talk about it in NFL, right? We talk about being available in NFL, right? The best of what is it? The best ability is availability, right? So when we talk about the best players, right? Like it don't matter how good you are if you're always injured. But when it comes to women, the best ability is unavailability, right? So it's crazy. Let me go to this comment right here. Bruce says, yeah, man, you either die as the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. We're going to talk about that because I'm still going to propose the question to the gents tonight, right? Actually realizing where we're at on time, I'm still going to propose this question to the gents, right? Let me see where I'm at on my videos real quick. Okay, I still got a couple more. Before I propose the question, We're gonna power through one or two more of these because I'm trying to paint a picture for you guys. If you can't see now, y'all know I like to do narratives. I like to do stories. I use these video clips to paint a tapestry of enlightenment. Okay. And even for the women that watch this is what we see, and this is what guys hear. And I say, this is what guys are going through. This is what guys have to deal with. I have my female friends like, women ain't like that. Like, yes, they are. Women are exactly like that. I could pull you more, less than, like the amount of clips that I pass over just because they have music in them. Hundreds of videos I go through. Right. And even so, I still bring up ones that have music in it because it's so many. It's just the easiest low hanging fruit for me to grab to be able to talk about these different narratives. All right. So I'm gonna unmute this. I messed up. All right. Let's see what what's this woman's type of guy? Let's check it out.
What's your type of guy? A guy that's nice, a guy that is an asshole?
Yeah, I don't like nice guys.
Why don't you like nice guys?
I don't know. I don't like being treated good.
I don't like being treated well. She said I don't like to be treated good. I don't like to be treated good. Who would choose this for themselves? Why wouldn't you want to be treated good? See, it's one thing a woman will accept. Let me do this real quick. A woman will accept being treated well if you're going to spoil her with money and you're going to spoil her with gifts and you're going to do all these monetary things for her. But when it comes to giving her character, being a man of character, being a man that's a gent or any of those things, these terms now that have become bad, right? You can't even open the door for some of these women. When you become that type of dude, some of these women do not feel like they deserve it. But why? Why does she not feel that she deserves that? To be treated well.
I like to argue with people.
You like to argue.
Yeah.
What happened? Why do you?
Let me stop it there. Okay. She says she likes to argue. There was a video clip that was supposed to be in this original one where this woman says that she picks toxic guys because she likes someone to argue with and argue her point until they see it her way. Like, that is goddamn delusional. For like, you just want to argue to hear yourself right. Oh, wait, wasn't there somebody that said that once before? This gentleman used to say shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. These are toxic traits. This woman is toxic as hell. And you know how many women actually think like her? A lot. Matter of fact, go read. Well, actually, look, if women come disrespectful to my comments, I'll give them a chance to be a part of the discussion. But when they start getting really disrespectful with the gents that are sharing their feelings, thoughts, emotions, stories, I just block them. If you're a lady watching this right now and you can't be respectful of the way men are feeling and what they're going through, I'm blocking you. Yeah, if you can't find the channel, it's because I blocked you. You don't need to be a part of this. This ain't for you. But if you want to understand how guys are feeling, then I'll let you be a part of the conversation. But if you can't be respectful to what men are feeling and you're going to continue to argue with me, I don't have time to answer your comments. I might put a thumb up and a heart next to it and let it go. But if you get disrespectful, you're getting blocked. Okay? This ain't for you. It ain't for you. Never was supposed to be. And I don't care. This ain't gonna be like Kevin Samuels' channel where I'm gonna come on here and be arguing with women all day. Nope. Don't care to do that. Even if this channel ain't making a lot of money, I'm not about to sit here and argue with women. Not about to happen. I don't care. Oh, up there looking. Confusing as hell, Bruce says. The same thing they say they can't stand about men is what they secretly crave Yes, I've said that multiple times on this channel. It's like they like coming up, women would argue about these same things. Like even my friend that I talked to earlier today argued some points about, well, this is silly and why would dudes do this, whatever. And I said, y'all women are doing it. No, we don't. I'm like, okay. I'm telling you, you do. I see it every day. The gents are seeing it every day. This is what men are complaining about. This is what men talk about in my comments. The thousands of comments I've answered at this point. The thousands of videos I've come across. Like when I go out, I'm social. I talk to folk. So the thousands of people I've met in like, I've been to 40 states. I've been to hundreds of cities. Right? I've traveled all across this country. I seen it. I know what the women from every corner and region of the country do and what they act like. I know these things. All right? I know these things. So they are acting just like the men that they complain about. Jay says, it goes back to elementary school days. The boy that gave the girl the flowers got laughed at, but the boy that pushed the girl down in the dirt got the kiss. Facts. 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 Unstable creatures. And that's the thing, man. For dudes start to get older, man. Like, it's funny because dudes do. I try to argue this with my female friends, like, guys actually, you see the worst of dudes or you see the worst in dudes, but most dudes actually want to have a woman for themselves. And especially now in this environment, if a dude can find a good woman, he would be good to that woman because he knows how difficult and how hard it is to actually find a good, quote unquote, good woman nowadays. Men want that. But the problem is that, like, guys have to be extra careful because we see these women tell their stories where they do the okie doke. Now, women can argue that too. A guy will come in and he's real nice at first, and then he switch it up. And then my heart is broken. But as I show you guys in these clips, it's not that they are real with genuine good dudes. They are with guys who are just smooth with it. The bad boys they're attracted to, it's not to say that they treat them like jerks. They can come in and be smooth too. They just not putting up with their crap. They're not controllable. And so women will put their heart into a dude like that because I could see the good in him. I could see the potential. And that dude like, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay? Let's get back to these clips. Let's finish this one.
You like to argue.
Yeah.
What happened? Why do you like toxic guys?
I don't know, because I still like my ex from 3 years ago, and he cheated like 3 times.
Holy shit. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. If we ever date, I'm gonna cheat on you like 5 times.
Perfect.
You're never gonna forget about me.
Perfect.
Perfect. I really want y'all to hear that one though, right? That was an interesting one because she went on to say that because she picked guys like that because she still thinks she still thinks about her ex. God dang it. The next video, I am going to have to mute the beginning portion of it. Oh, man, I had the volume muted for the last video. Hold up. I am so sorry. Let me redo that one. I'm going to bring that video back up on the screen. I realized I had it muted. I'm sorry about that, gents. I always forget that. I'm so sorry. Let me finish this out with you guys.
What happened? Why do you like toxic guys?
I don't know, because I still like my ex from 3 years ago, and he cheated like 3 times.
Holy shit. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. If we ever date, I'm gonna cheat on you like 5 times.
Perfect.
You're never gonna forget about me.
Oh, y'all heard it? Okay. I thought I had it muted. My bad. I'm quick on that. I'm quick on that mute trigger, bro. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, man, it is. That's mental, is that? But kind of makes sense given the environment we have today where a lot of people are on antidepressants. A lot of women are antidepressants, right? And so Brandon says, Okay, well, I heard from YouTuber Travel Austin Holloman be going there a lot, and he knows that Brazilian women are more traditional and more affectionate to be touched too. Yeah, listen, I'm not taking anything away from that. Again, Brandon, I'm definitely gonna be there, bro. But family comes first. What I got to do here comes first. And again, there's part of me. Here's the other thing that I don't talk about, Brandon. There's part of me that go because I'm trying to enjoy my time, right? At least this is my thought. This is part of my plan. But the other part too is like part of the reason I'm thinking about Thailand is because of the price, right? It's cheaper to live there. And yes, I'm traveling for me. That's part of it, but I have a bigger plan financially. So me going to these other countries and staying, right? Like, especially if I get to stay for months at on end, then I'm able to stack cheese. And if I stack cheese, I can make some of my other goals happen. So there's a bigger, again, I have a plan, right? Uh almost 8 years ago, I started my first 5-year plan. When that one ended, I started a new 5-year plan. What I'm doing now, where I'm living pretty much out of suitcases right now, is I am that wasn't supposed to happen till 2025. So I started this at the beginning of this year, or like in April of this year. And so I am essentially like almost 3 years ahead of my plan. That's how much I've been grinding it out. So where I go isn't as much as me trying to see certain things as much as I'm following a plan too. There's certain things financially I'm trying to get accomplished so that, you know what I mean? Like, so I could be in a better position and put my family in a better position. Okay. But thank you for that, Brenda. And then, yes, sir. And the views. Yep. Exactly. Thailand is definitely the move. Yeah, man. Like, again, it it's a great opportunity. And I think my uncle gonna be out there soon. If he's out there, then I'll be kind of like more leaning to go that way. But I do want to go to another South American country, like a different South American country. Okay. So let me get the next video queued up. So this video here, I'm gonna have muted in the beginning. Okay. I'm gonna pause it, have it muted because there's music in it. And I don't want to get copyright struck for it. All right. Now let me unmute it. All right.
I wholeheartedly believe that there is a reason that all women are not built that way. Because I personally would not know how to handle myself.
So I said, she says the quiet part out loud, right? She realizes, let me bring this screen up. This woman right here realizes that if she was built like the woman in the previous thing, she's telling you that I would be acting a donkey. And so we see with these beautiful women, they know that they're at they are desired by men for their beauty, for their looks, for their figure, all the things we love about them. All the things we love about some women's. All right. I love women's. I was supposed to get that clip loaded up in here. Jesus. I wonder, can I find that real quick? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, but she's telling you, I'm surprised there's not a meme for that yet. I'll have to do some more digging. I will find that though. The dude is like, I don't love men's no more. I love women's. Oh, that's too funny. But she is going ahead and tell you right now that, look, these women have this inflated sense of ego. and value the same thing that they hate about men. I used to have videos. I went through and cleared some of the because I have a folder that I have videos ready to go for when I'm, hey, today this video makes sense to put in a video. So I have like a whole folder full of videos, right? That I use for future videos, these live streams, all kind of stuff, right? And some of those things that I erased were uh of like one of the things I erased is some videos with women talking about what they hate about men. And those videos, a lot of them kept saying they hate, they like to say narcissistic men that know they got it going on. Me and my friend talked about this today. Okay. We talked about this exact same phenomenon. She was just like, them the ones I can't stand. The ones that like they kind of know they still got it. So they still trying to like be out there and talk to other women and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, why you hating on that? When women are young and beautiful, they like to be able to garner attention of men. So why hate on a dude that's now gotten older, still keeping himself in relatively good shape? Now he knows where he's at financially, and you gonna hate on the dude now because he has options? I said you don't get to choose what a man do with his options. And I have a video coming out here very soon talking about that. I don't know if that's tomorrow's video. I already have like my videos planned out from now until next week. So I just have to do the edits and stuff and film and stuff like that. But yeah. So this woman right here, she's telling you. She's telling you the quiet part out loud. But let's continue.
I'm over here built like a mini fridge and I'm still a hoe. If I was built like her,
She said, I'm built like a mini fridge and I'm still a hoe. Oh, man. Right? So this is what we see. We see that's what we're seeing. We're seeing, and then you have the influx of these dudes who are simping over these women. Okay, when I'm looking for new content for this channel, and I'll go on, I'll be on TikTok or I'll be on IG, and I see the same thing. You're flipping through, and they have the lives going, right? And I showed y'all this in a previous live stream, that you'll be on, you'll be flipping through these things, and you'll see the live, and the women are just kind of dressed like pretty much is like social media only fans. So you can send them the little, I don't know, the little gifts and stuff like that, and send them presents and whatever have you. These women are literally scantily dressed, and they're on there either trying to get some type of money, donations, build up their social media following. And there's all these guys that are on there simping over these women. And really, I find it annoying in my feed. Like, bye. Right? What I might do is screen record just every time I get a new one of those women that pop up in the feed, and just have a compilation and just show you guys. Maybe that might be a YouTube short that I do. That's a good idea. A YouTube short where I just show you all the women that I see, right, scrolling through. And I don't follow any of these women, but YouTube, Tik is real good about showing me content or like putting it in there. Like, try this one out. Simple like the rest of these dudes. And like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't got time to be sitting there. But I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna do a short compilation of that one day, just to show you. All right. Yeah. I know you got to get to bed, man. I thank you for being here, Bruce, man. I appreciate you being here tonight, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, he said, that's my time, gents. Catch you in the AM. All right, sounds good, brother. Get some rest. And then he says, trying to figure out what made her get 2 nose rings like that. I guess guys like it. Brandon says, okay, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, man, I got a plan going on, brother. And then Brandon says, since family do come first of what you have to deal with here in the U.S., though, especially of you working in Vegas, and being taken care of your family on things as well. All right, since family do come first of what you have to deal with here in the U.S., though, especially if you working in Vegas and being to take care of your family things as well. Yeah, I'm not in Vegas anymore, man. I sold all my stuff and I moved away from Vegas. Right now, I'm in Texas right now, right? So this has become home base now, even though all my stuff is still in Vegas. But so I don't really have a home per se. I'm just kind of like more resting wherever I'm at the moment. All right. So let's get back to this video.
I'm over here built like a mini fridge, and I'm still a hoe. If I was built like her, where's Drake at? Let me call it, even though Trey Songz.
Listen what she's saying.
Where he at? Because best believe, if I was built like that, I would be fucking a millionaire.
You heard that? She notice what she's saying. If I was finer, I would be going for these rich dudes. So all the women, there's so many women out here that think they're finer than what they are. And they all think they deserve to get with these stars, these rappers. They think that they can get a high value man. Average looking women think they can get high value men. Or they want to control how, that dude, what he do. Again, that's a future video. That's actually tomorrow's video if I can get it done. I'm actually getting ahead of myself. Let's finish this out.
Give me some millionaire babies.
Millionaire.
Mom did it right. She went in there, had her baby, got her shit together, got a little promo. Now she out here making weird ass art. I want to make weird ass art. Why I can't be built like that instead of a fucking mini fridge? Jesus definitely got his favorites, and I clearly ain't one of them.
Okay, don't feel sorry for yourself, right? Right? You built like a mini fridge. Go ahead and put that work in, girl. Right? Be the best version of you that you can actually be. Not all of us going to be built the same. Okay? We're just not. We're different. We have to work with what we've been given. And yet and still, even though you're not built like that, you still choose to put yourself out there for men to run through you. Like, why? And here's the thing, my friend that I talked to today, she's like trying to just like the women that come in these comments, try to defend these behaviors. Oh, women are doing fine. We all this, we all that. No, you got a bunch of women who are 304ing and they're calling that progress. The majority of women, if all women were doing so great and so good, then y'all still wouldn't be making less than the men. Doing well, but you still wouldn't be making less than men overall. And don't sit here and tell me, oh, it's because of the patriarchy and the pay gap and all. Don't tell me about that. When you guys won't do the jobs, you guys will not take the hard jobs, the hard labor jobs that keep everything running. You won't take those jobs. You won't get into the STEM fields other than the medical, right? The medical, the nursing side of it, or teaching. You won't get into anything other than that. You won't get into the science and the technologies where the big money is at. So I applaud women for doing what they do. There ain't no hate here over here from me. But don't sit here and tell me that like you can't still do what you do and then still maintain your morals, values, and standards. Not these unrealistic expectations that women are putting out here today. Nobody's buying that anymore. We could see you. We could see you. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So let me get to the next video. Ooh, yeah, this next video, this is where we're gonna have a discussion right here. Okay. This woman is going to tell the truth about the type of men that she likes. Let's start listening. Oh, my God. I left it muted. I'm sorry about that, you guys.
This is something I'm definitely trying to get out of, but I love a toxic man. I really do, and that should be fucking me up. It really fucks me up because I love me a toxic man. Men who are assholes, who are fine, who have the money and the arrogance and the resume to be an asshole, I kind of like it.
Let me stop it right there. This woman, notice what she equated, has the resume to be an a-hole. God, you can't make this up. This literally is feeding into tomorrow's topic. If I can get this video edited, I tried to do some weird stuff on the editing, so it's probably going to take me longer than my normal amount of time to get this done. I might actually have to do a reshoot. But this woman is telling you the quiet part out loud too. She's telling you that if you have the means, the same conversation I had today. So funny. I had this conversation today, right before I did this live stream. My friend was like, well, I don't like the fact that, he feel like he got it so he can go out there. Yeah. When you were young and you were beautiful, right? Well, she was married at the time, but like when you're young and you're beautiful and you can go out there and you can attract a certain type of dude, you can't hate on dudes because later in life, for guys who take care of themselves, they have the best chance to have options. Now, if you can be a man in his 30s and you got your money right and everything, you're really at the peak of your powers right there in your 30s. Because you still have the great balance of youth, but now you're starting to come into what you got. You're starting to come into it. You're in your career building years. And she's telling you, if you don't have that resume, if you have that resume, I can kind of overlook that. I want y'all to remember us talking about this tonight. And I want you to remember watching this because tomorrow's video, I'm going to expound upon this topic. So make sure you guys look out for that. Okay. Real quick, XL Pro, salute. Hey, what's up, brother? Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. But this woman is telling you the quiet part out loud too. If you have a certain cachet, she's going to be submissive for the guy that she feels has what she's looking for. The guy that has the money. She went with money first. She talked about finances. That is another part of the conversation I think I really forgot to highlight in today's discussion with my friend, that how many women are out here. Oh, we talked about it briefly, but there's so many. I did bring it up. I said so many women out here looking for the bag. They're not looking for guys of character anymore. They're not looking for that. A man of character? Nah, man. Nah, they're not checking for you like that. Not if you got character, morals, and standards.
But when that shit is directed towards me, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm really gonna cry. So I've been working on that. I'm working on myself. We still healing. We still fixing ourselves. We're still trying to get right with God.
Don't put God up in this. Nope. I won't let you put Jeebus' name up in here like that. I'm not going to let you put this on Jeebus. Okay? Don't be blaming Jeebus for that. There's so many women that'll come across and say, oh, I'm working on myself, whatever. I'm not saying that your healing, your work has to be instantaneous. But a lot of you women are doing this self-work, and some guys too. And what you really need is therapy. Okay? You're trying to do the work by yourself, like you're trying to heal yourself in the same environment that caused the behavior in the first place. It's not going to work. You can't heal yourself in the same environment that caused you to have the behavior in the first place. Hell, one of the reasons I was actually able to heal past some of the stuff I was going through was because it was hard for me to heal in the military. It was hard for me to get past some of that trauma while I was still in, because you're just getting beat down with work so much and nobody's really addressing how you feel. It's like, shut up and get back to work. How can you heal in that environment? You can't. Right? You can't be hanging around in the same environment with the same type of people that if you're trying to escape, you'll hold them. Okay? If you're trying to escape that, you cannot continue to do that around the same people that is keeping you in that situation. You cannot heal in the environment that is causing the problem. And you cannot continue to keep doing the same actions over and over and expect a different result and people not look at you like you're crazy. All right? So I'm going to get us to the next video. So I just told you about how can you heal in the environment, in the same environment, around the same people. The company we keep dictates our success in life. If you hang around crackheads long enough, you will become a crackhead. If you hang around negative people long enough, you will become negative. Why do you think rich people hang around other rich people? Why do you think successful people hang around other successful people? A lot of the people I consider my close friends and that I still am friends with for over a decade plus, decade and a half, they're successful people. These are the people that I talk to in my spare time and I keep counsel with. People that work hard and people that grind. I can relate to that. I need that. I need people. When I talk to one of my brothers, one of my boys, I call my brother because he's like a big brother to me. When I talk to him, and there's many times that I get bogged down by this YouTube thing, that I get like down on myself because I have such high, lofty expectations for this channel and for myself on this channel. And that dude will knock me back into reality and be like, bro, you're doing what you need to do. Keep doing it. I'm very proud of you, man. Keep going. That's real people to have in your corner. If I'm being a knucklehead about something, if I'm wrong about a topic, right? If I'm wrong about women, he's going to tell me you're being an idiot right now. He's going to hold my feet to the fire. And it's important that we have those type of people in our life. But I'm going to show you in this next clip, women are just like her. Just like her. They're keeping themselves with the absolute wrong company. Check it out. Oh.
I don't know why I love to hang out with hoes.
I love hanging
out with hoes because hoes is always gonna make sure we get in.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to flirt. They're very charismatic. They're just adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
They always up for everything. I love hoes. Hoes are my best friends. You know what I mean? Like I don't want nobody that's like me, you know. I don't like those friendships where it's two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
I want somebody that's completely different, opposite of me, you know, because I was raised kind of like a certain way. I never really had a whole lot of crazy shit happen in my childhood. I need friends that were
traumatized.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Why would you want
that's
that?
absolutely who I date. Like I can't, anytime someone had a healthy childhood, I'm like, why are you so boring? You know?
Why would, let me put this back up on her face. The company we keep dictates our success in life. Here it is that you just talked about you being well adjusted and yet and still you want your best friends to be 304s? If you hang around those 304s long enough, you're going to be a 304 too. You may have a dude and you be well adjusted, But you hang around those same 304s that you always been, these same 304s that don't really match who you are. And you don't think some of that's going to rub off on you. This is why it is essential to make sure that the circle you keep, if you can't have people that's in your corner, that's going to push you to be better, that's going to be pushing you to be on your grind, to be on your purpose. If you don't have people in your corner doing that, to tell you when you're wrong, to check you, then keep your circle small. Keep it very small. Because that influence, if you're around negative people all the time, you're going to be negative at some point. It's going to rub off on you. There's a thing, transference of energy. See, we call it like misery loves company. No, it's a transference of energy. If you're around a miserable person, it's going to make you miserable. And they get pleasure out of seeing you miserable. So they get some pleasure, happiness out of seeing your misery, and you trying to project your happiness on them. They're going to project their misery onto you. So this woman and women that hang out with women that aren't no good, that are miserable themselves, that life are not adjusted, they're not well adjusted in life. They haven't gotten help for traumatized, as these women put it in this last clip. This is the reason some of these women continue to act the way they do, because they will say, well, I don't have a lot of girlfriends, and so this girl been ride or die with me from day one. Not everybody is meant to be your best friend. People are so, like, this is one thing I fear about one of my daughters. She talks about, I ain't got no friends, and she don't realize the value of having alone time. And I try to tell her that. I said, no, at some point in adulthood, everybody finds himself alone at some point. You can choose to be lonely or not. If you find yourself lonely, I usually say you're not busy enough. If you have time to feel lonely, you are not busy enough. That's not to say that you don't want to go out and socialize. Like, I got to get out the house sometime, and I like to go socialize with people. I like to put myself amongst people because I put my nose to the ground and I grind for this thing. The videos you watch, whether y'all like them or not, I grind for those things. Some do well, some don't. And that's okay. But I grind for each and every one of those things. I don't have time to be lonely. And I don't have time to feel alone. I don't. I just don't have time for it. But I do need that interaction with people. I get it. But I would rather be alone than to be with people that don't mean me no good, that are going to keep me away from my grind, keep me away from my perfect purpose, and ultimately keep me from living my best life. All right. Let's finish this one.
Up for everything. I love hoes. Hoes are my best friends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nobody that's like me, you know.
Oh yeah, we already saw all that. Okay. So listen, let me hit this comment on this. 304s, yep. Dysfunctional mindset. Yep. And pro, like this like blows my mind. And this is kind of like some of the things I didn't have time to be able to talk about because I had obviously the live stream tonight, but this is something I would have loved to talk about with my friend today, that this is the mindset that men are seeing in modern women today. Like, none of the decisions and actions they take make sense. And I'm sure what we do as men don't make sense. But I always tell my female friends, I'm like, men are pretty simple. Men right now are making some of the same decisions today as men made hundreds of years ago. We're driven by the same motivations. We're very simple. With women, it changes. My feelings don't feel this way. Oh, I got to be over here and do that. Or, you don't understand how I feel today. Like, man, some women get so wrapped up in their feelings. And women that need to be social, they're social creatures. So this woman who's supposedly well adjusted and grew up in a non-dysfunctional environment, instead of saying, you know what, I'm good, I don't want those stress troubles in my life, she gonna hang with these 304s and potentially have them rub off on her in her future relationships and future relationships. She's willing to put that on the line. Crazy. Makes no sense. Definitely more simple, easy to please. Yeah. Like, when women say that they don't understand men and what men want, it's like, if you don't understand what men want, it's because you're not listening. You're not listening. And I find that most women just don't really care. It's about what I feel right now. And women are today, modern women are such hyper feelers. Everything is about them having that dopamine rush. They want that dopamine high. It's a drug to them. And they don't even realize it, that they're caught up in that trap until it's too late. Let me cue up the next video. We kind of went through these pretty quick. Hour and a half and only. Okay. Now, I'm using this next clip to show you how what men are seeing today with the average woman, with average women today. Okay. Now, this is a perfect example of what I would call an average woman and what dudes have to deal with when they try to talk to them. She gonna go ahead and spill the tea about what her life is like.
So you want my number? Okay, well, first things first. I'm bipolar as hell, so my mood change on a daily.
Don't we talk about that all the time here, gents? Don't we talk about that all the time? Didn't I just say that earlier, just a little bit ago, about how women's emotions and feelings, they change on a dime? And yet who has to deal with that, right? Us men. Us men can't get a stable ass woman in her feelings. And this is why you don't go ahead and listen to them, man. Because they don't know what they want half the time. It's not to say be bossy or be a jerk, whatever. Just know what the plan is, gents. Have a plan. And let these women know that confidently that you have a plan going on. All right?
I got 2 kids, so when I take these clothes off, my titties gonna sag and his belly gonna hang.
So, okay, I got kids. So, listen, let's be real. Some dudes will say, well, don't talk to women that have kids. And I get that argument. I've made that argument here on this channel. But I will say that for some men, talking to a woman with kids is maybe his best option. He just has to realize, where's this woman at? Is this a woman with 3 kids and 4 baby daddies? Right? Right? What are you dealing with? Is this a woman with 2 kids and she's only had 1 baby daddy and just maybe went through a divorce? Right? You got to figure that out. For some men, single mothers are their best option. And we can knock those dudes. You can sit here and say, oh, you stupid for talking to this. We can't knock that. Because for some men, this is their best option. But women will make excuses for why they look a certain way. Right? When they out there 304 in it, it's all about the looks. But soon as, oh, wait, I got this and that, and I get it. Mother, like, look, being a full-time mother is tough. But you still have to prioritize your health. You still have to prioritize those things. This would already be a red flag when she says she don't really work out. I'm not saying you ain't gonna have the sagging and the hanging, whatever, because you was a mom. You know, you had them kids latched on. I get that. But to sit here, like I've seen and known women who go right back to their, like, maybe a little bit more than their original size, but right around their original size, that took the work right after they done having their kids. They took their health seriously and they got themselves back close to what they were. And that's respectable. And I get it. For some women, that's not as easy to do. But why is it women got to be in their hot girl days in order to prioritize their health and their fitness? Men, why are some of us waiting too late in order to prioritize our fitness? Some of you guys could have a better time with women if you just go to the gym. And you don't have to be like ripped or bulk, but you have to look like you put some care into yourself. Right? I don't know why people don't do that.
I like to eat a lot, so you have to buy me food all the time.
What do you mean I got to buy you food? Okay, see, now we're getting into it. And you got to buy it for my kids. You got to buy some food for my kids too. There's a lot of red flags here.
I don't do no back talk. I got a fly mouth.
Right? You know, you ever heard that? I got a fly mouth. If you can't deal with my attitude, then you ain't a real man. Try to make you feel guilty for their bad behavior. They will make you feel guilty for her mouth. She already, now listen, this is kind of done in tongue in cheek, but she ain't lying about it. This is real talk. That's what makes it funny, right? That's what makes it an interesting TikTok. Because we know that life imitates art. In this case, her art is imitating her real life. But let's continue. I'm going to get to y'all comments here in a little bit. Bear with me, you guys.
And in the mornings when I wake up, my breath is funky as hell.
Okay.
So if I roll over to give you a kiss and you deny me a kiss just because my breath funky, you got to go.
What? You can't make this up. Listen, if you love somebody, you be willing to give them that kiss. Nothing open mouth though. Keep your mouth closed, you know. But you already, from this woman, have to deal with her bad breath. You have to deal with her funky personality. You have to deal with her fly mouth. You have to deal with her kids. You got to deal with the fact that she don't work out. You got to deal with the fact that she expecting you to buy food for her and her kids. Am I missing something? I think there was something else. And now if you don't kiss her when her breath funky, you don't want to go ahead and make out with her and her breath stank like that, now you got to go? Don't worry about me going. I ain't never showing up. I ain't showing up. I think this is pretty much a done video, but let's finish it out.
So what's good?
That's the end of the video. What's good? What's good? You know what? Ma'am, I am sorry I wasted your time. You have a good day. I am sorry I bothered you because I am sorry I bothered you in your day. All right? I am sorry. Now, this young man, let me get to the comments real quick before I move on to the last video. Oh, man, I missed a lot of comments. Where we at? Renzo, thank you for being here. Renzo said, I'm a bad boy. Yeah, man. You almost, I told somebody in one of the comments, Renzo, I said, you almost have to have what I call controlled chaos. Controlled chaos. Right? is if you're just a straight-laced good guy, woman ain't gonna take you serious. Woman ain't gonna look at you as a long-term or viable option. She may accept a proposal or marriage from you, but you're only temporary. If you can't keep that thing moving and keep it interesting, where you keep her on her toes, you're gonna lose her. Is that the case with all women? Absolutely not. But again, don't be the boring guy, because you will pay for it. You will pay for it. He said, yes, sir. Oh, I thought that moved it. Let's try this. Oh, that didn't work either. That didn't work. All right, cool. All right. Pro says hookup and finesse culture today. Yeah, absolutely, man. King says women's negative moods and feelings are voluntary. Absolutely. Some enjoy toxicity. Bro, I was trying to tell my friend that, like, yo, you don't understand how toxic these women are out here for dudes. Well, my daughters aren't like that, or my daughter isn't like that. I was like, no, your daughter went to the military, is well adjusted, smart as hell, top of her class. Yeah, different type of girl. That's a whole different beast. It's not to say her daughter is perfect. It's just saying y'all a different beast. I said, stop getting your feelings when I tell you this. I'm telling you what men feel because I read thousands of comments. I know what men are saying, what men are going through. I don't always agree with everything y'all say, but I can empathize with it. I can relate to it. I get it. But that's what this channel is about, right? For us to be able to talk about those things, to express ourselves, to share our stories, to put each other on game so we can make better choices. Not these women. They don't give a damn about that one. Renzo says they can't emotionally regulate themselves, addicted to drama. Yeah, man. And women will sit there and do like this self-work, but it don't help. They're not really doing any work. They just say, I'm working on myself. Well, what are you doing? They can't even tell you. She got self-improvement. Yep. Is her baby daddy gotta get parole to the house when you get out of prison? Yep, probably so. He probably is that dude. 304, is that a violin? 304, hard to parabond, too much baggage. Absolutely. Absolutely, Renzo. Yeah, laughing at what she said, right? And that bad breath. Yep, absolutely. On top of that, when her baby daddy get out of prison, she gonna be like, you gotta go. Jerome's back, Pookie back, Ray back. Yeah, absolutely, Renzo. You are not lying about that one. Listen, this last clip that I'm gonna play for you guys, the last clip I'm playing before I get to the next portion of whatever I'm talking about. This is a young man, and the point he brings up can be used for both men and women. And before I get to his point, I'm going to get to the original point of what I was saying in the video. The question I had before I changed the title and the thumbnail to what it is now was to say, I think the original title I had was, should men embrace being playboys? And it's like, I showed you these clips earlier about women's bad choices, about how they like the bad dudes, how they like dudes who are emotionally unavailable, how they like men who aren't well adjusted. They like all this toxicity. They out there talking about like, I'm living my best life. No, woman, you are living your worst life. Whenever you have to compromise your morals, values, and standards, you are living your worst life. But given how much the market has changed in modern dating, the question that I have for you gents today is, should men just be players? If women are gonna, I gotta live my truth, girl, and I should be able to lay and sleep with as many dudes as I want to, and I should not be held accountable for that. People need to stop judging me for being a 304. If I want to be a 304, that's my life and whatever. And that's true. Ladies, it is your prerogative. You have that freedom now. You have little stigma about it. There's still stigma, but you're going to get judged regardless. But the stigma today is so much less than what it used to be back in the day. You can essentially do so much more. What rights do men have that women don't enjoy for the most part? There's not really many that you can talk about or think about. If anything, women enjoy a lot of privileges that men can't get today. You're catering everything toward women. They're catering it to the ladies. And still that's not enough. So you're out there, you're being the 304 that you want to be. Why shouldn't men adjust to the market? Part of the conversation that I had today was if women have set the market at a certain place, the dating and the sexual market to where it's at, the market is going to the market is going to respond. If you guys have changed the terms of the market and changed the way the market operates and regulates, there's going to be an equal and opposite reaction to that. And let's be clear, gents. When I say being a player, let's just be real about it. Not all of us are going to be able to enjoy that. I'm just going to be real about it. Not everybody's going to be able to adjust to that. And so honestly, the best option for some men may be to do the work on themselves, get in that gym, get on your grind, get on your purpose, and then get the hell out of this country. Get your blue book and get up out of here. For some men, that's the best option. For some men, they don't have the finances or the resources in order to be able to make that move. So what do? If you're going to talk to the lowest common denominator, make sure you wrapping that thing up, man. Do not be shooting up the club with these dumb 304s. Do not be shooting up the club with the women that I just showed you in this clip. But shouldn't a man not want to have a good time? I don't know if I can sit here and deny it. Men love relations. Straight up. I love some relations too. Straight up. I'm just going to be real about it. All right? So if women today are going to make it easy because they want their freedom, if they find you attractive, they want to have relations too, then why wouldn't I take that? Why should I even remotely consider being in a monogamous relationship with somebody that have no morals, values, or respect for themselves? Why should I care? Women will play nice and do all that thing to be nice and try to be sweet and try to be friendly to get free meals out of dudes. Did these women not take the opportunity to do that and just to have a free meal and then ghost the dude later? Then I had in the conversation, well, why men got to play all nice and stuff just to try to get with us? Because that's what y'all want to hear. Y'all women don't want to hear the truth. You tell women the truth, and then they use this shame, insult, guilt to need to be right. So what do? Men are going to lie about the situation. Or men are going to downplay certain things. Men going to tell women what they want to hear. That's what y'all want. You just you don't care about the truth. You only want to hear what you've been told. Women only want to hear the narrative that they want to hear. So guess what? A smart guy is going to tell you exactly what you want to hear. And you end up just like these women I just presented on this clip, knowing there's toxicity there, knowing there's red flags, but they can't turn off that attraction for it. Why would I commit to that? Why would I commit to any woman like that? You've already told me you like toxicity. So best believe a guy gonna give you what you want. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Ooh, did I just hit the camera? God dang it. Sorry about that, you guys. Let me get to these comments real quick. On top of that, oh, you already talked about that. Philip, man, what's going on, brother? I appreciate you being here. You say, what it do, shipmate, man? I'm good, baby. You know what I mean? Just running this live thing, doing my thing, baby. You know what I mean? Got my little sip. This is kind of a little weak sip tonight. But I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep this live stream going. Unless somebody wants to come up and talk. But anyway, I made that point. Why shouldn't men consider being players? Why shouldn't men consider being the bad guys? Bruce said it earlier. If you live long enough, or what is it? I forgot the comment. What's that comment? You either die as the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. You know, it's hard not to see that. You know? And the funny thing is for dudes, right? Dudes will start off, man. Dudes are a lot well-meaning. You know, I remember growing up, man, I was such a romantic, man. I remember, you know, listening to, like, they don't have groups anymore, man. Like, there's no groups anymore. There's no Boys to Men. There's no BBD. There's no oh my God, I can't think of it. There's no High Five. There's no, you know, there's none of these groups anymore. Drew Hill, there's none of this. Soon as a group was starting to do well, they try to offer the lead singer more money and they break it up. I grew up on that music. Man, I can't even listen to that music anymore. I can't even listen to the Ralph Tresvants anymore unless I'm out and they just come on. I'm like, these are lies, man. All this mushiness was lies, bro. Man, a lot of men wanted to be romantics, man, fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. And then you realize none of that stuff works. You need a man, not any man, always sensitive. That's what I can give. Right now, you'd be a baby back simp. I was going to use another word, but I changed it to simp at the last second. Yeah, women don't respond to that, man. And then here's the thing. These women will tell you men need to open up more. Yes, you need to open up, man. Open up to me. Open up to your other brothers. Open up to another dude. Do not open up to these women, man, because they will take advantage of it. Soon as you open up to a woman, you lost her. It's off-putting to them. They don't know what to do with you. They don't look at you the same. They just don't. So what is a man to do? Why do the bad boys win? Why is it the guys that aren't well adjusted winning? Why are women more attracted to those guys than somebody that's got their stuff together? Unless he's rich. And those dudes got options. Because they have to, you get to be rich, you have to learn to say no. Right? You don't become rich not saying the word no. Then you become like MC Hammer and you're filing for bankruptcy. If you don't say no, you're going to end up broke. So when these women trying to milk it out of you and you rich, you be like, no. What is she going to do? Leave? Lose the little bit of lifestyle you gave her? No, she's just trying to hold on by the thread, hoping that in the end, she's the last one. That's what happens when you have options. But we have a lot of damaged people. We have a lot of damaged women. We have a lot of damaged men. And this young man brings up a very good point in this my last and final clip. And I will present this to you guys. I'm going to do this full screen. I'm going to put me on it too. So let's hear it.
Used to healthy relationships, the first time you get loved, like you're supposed to, it's...
think the person is lying to you. You're just waiting for this person to be like, ha ha ha, joke's on you. I was just kidding, right? Because you don't believe it. You've been in so many trauma situations. You've been through so much chaos in your life. Now you finally have someone that actually likes you for you and wants to be better for you, just like you want to be better for that person, right? So now when you express yourself to this person, they're not trying to gaslight you, as they say. They're not trying to have an argument with you. They seriously want to understand you, right? So then you're in this moment, and in your head, you're explaining yourself, but you're going to be like, wait, you don't want to argue with me? Wait, we're not going to fight? So then when the people that
Toxic
correspond
people.
chaos with love, they're like, well, do you even love me? You're not going to make my life hard. That's not how you're going to show your love to me. So now that's all confusing, right? Or you've been damaged so much that you don't even feel emotion for people anymore. And the people that can relate to this are the people that started off loving very hard, and now you're around people that care, and you could care less.
Yeah, man. I can feel that one, Merle. I've been through that one before where you just feel like you have your teeth kicked in and it's like, I'm gonna do me. I don't really care. Some of you guys might feel like that now, right? And I get it. I told you I can empathize with all situations, trust me. But I remember like honestly, I've been on both sides of that coin where you're so used to bad relationships and toxic relationships that when someone shows you good, it's almost like you don't know what to do with them. And then I've been on the other side of that too, where, like, you know, you're well adjusted and you're trying to prove to this person or, like, yo, I'm trying to show you good. I'm trying to show you right, but you can't accept my love. You can't accept what I'm trying to show you and what I'm trying to give to you. And it's almost like, honestly, it's like they feel like they don't even deserve it, man. It's like their self-esteem deep down, on the surface, they're going to come off trying to bubbly and confident and stuff like that. But deep down, that self-esteem is so jacked up that they don't even feel like they deserve goodness in their life. And it's funny because I have passed up on good women because of being toxic, and women have passed up on me because they just saw I was well adjusted. Like, nah, you make me feel worse about myself. Literally, the side of the conversation. Like, I didn't really say that, but that's kind of what they kind of hinted at. Like, I feel worse about myself around you. I feel like, not that you better than me, but they always like to throw that in there. Not that you better than me or anything like that. Don't be high on yourself. But I just don't think it's gonna work. Because you remind them of their failures. You remind them of the things that they haven't achieved. You remind them of the failures in the relationships that they have and how they failed those relationships when you're well adjusted. You make them feel crappier about themselves, even though it's self-esteem. Work on yourself if you want your esteem to be higher among, by other people and by yourself. It's not good enough. So what this young man said was some real talk. What this young man said is something that we should all be able to relate to and what we should be able to get down with. But I posed the question question of the day. Do I have my little, let me do that. I didn't do a formal question of the day, but question of the day. Given the change, given the market that we see today with modern dating, what I just presented to you, should men just embrace it? Should men embrace being players? Should they? I had other words. I said, man, I've already probably demonetized this video multiple times over, but should men just embrace it? This is the market that they're giving you, that they're going to do what they want, sleep what they want, have these low standing morals, be 304s, no accountability for their actions, Shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right you when you tell them stuff. Why shouldn't a man be like, F it? This is what you guys are giving me. I'm going to play the game just how y'all giving it to me. Why shouldn't men go out there and put themselves out there and be like, all right, let's play this game. Let us play this game. I didn't lost faith in you women years ago. Not me, I'm saying it's how some guys feel. I don't trust you all. There's no trust there. Women are quick to come in my comments and talk about men hurt these women. And I just showed you all of these videos of these women who knew these guys had red flags. Did it because of their feelings and not their logic and not their thought, not really thinking. Then they get hurt. And then you got these women, these think about how miserable you got to be to come on a men's channel to make a comment as a woman, a negative one, with all the hurt and the vitriol you can come out with. I shake my head every time I read those comments. Well, what about men? You realize you took the time to comment on a men's channel to just do a whataboutism? Because you don't like what I'm saying? Or you don't like what the gents are saying in the chat? You're so busy. Some of y'all are so miserable. You ain't got nothing better to do than leave a comment on a predominantly men's channel. It's open to women, but women who are willing to come here and listen to what these men are going through. You sit here and judge and you want to shame a dude, not realizing what did that man go through that he feels and thinks that way. Not even trying to understand. You're trying to correct it. Men couldn't even come up and say anything when y'all was on the Oprah train or the Sally Jesse Raphaels or the Ricky Lakes. Let you be a man and say something on that channel. Oh, you guys are in unison then. And a guy would come on there and tell the truth and he gets booed because it didn't go with what you wanted to hear and your agenda. And that's the problem with too many modern women today. You only want to hear what you want to hear. So again, back to the question today. Why shouldn't men just lie to you and use you up? Oh, men are doing that already. No, you allowing men to do that to you. Take some accountability for the type of men that you allow in your life. Take some accountability for the fact that you used and hurt men in your past. And now when the wall is starting to come down on you, when you're starting to see your mortality start to come there, when you're not getting checked as much, now all of a sudden you want to, I don't understand why he just can't commit. Because there's nothing to commit to. You didn't dictate the terms all in your younger life, and you think you're going to dictate it to a grown-ass man that had to build himself up? Y'all are delusional. But you won't come on this channel and put down these men for what they're feeling. Again, I don't agree with everything all of y'all gents say, but I understand it. I understand it. You know? Let me get to this comment by King here. I had that Denzel Paulette kind of love 2 times in my life. The odds of that in today's environment. Sorry, I had to mute something. The odds of that in today's environment is a long shot. And a lot of men feel just like you do, King. And I tried to relate that today. That men are feeling like, look, there's no traditional relationships anymore. Not impossible, But a lot of 304s will have to be kissed to find that one. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you have to go through so many women today in order to see, like, is a woman real? Ladies, if you listen to this, it's your fellow sisters that men don't trust. I just showed you that women aren't checking for good dudes. You guys say y'all want that until you get it. And then you either treat him like crap or you get rid of him or you never even see the dude because he's not toxic. You ladies are choosing these dudes that you guys don't want. You won't take accountability for the type of men that you choose. And then you wonder why at the end of the day, you know, like, again, I told my friend, I said, you know how many videos I go through? For every video you see on this channel, I done went through a dozen more. I did 15 video clips tonight. You know how many video clips I went through just to get to these 15? Hundreds. I see this all the time. This is nothing new. This is a normal day for me. This is a normal day in the office of TSG Uncut to see this stuff. And you guys, you ladies out there, don't want to acknowledge men's feelings. You sit there and say in one breath, men need to open up. We're opening up. And now you're like, well, what about this? Get the hell out of here. So why shouldn't men just be like, F it? These women don't care. Why should I care? You're going to give Pookie and Ray Ray the time. You're going to give Chad and Tyrone the time. I'm not even lying to you, but you won't give me the time. Yeah, no, why? Why? Why should we care, ladies? Why should we give a damn? You only want to hear what you want to hear. So why shouldn't we lie to you? Why shouldn't we take what you're giving us? Why should we use up y'all bodies? Why should we use up y'all bodies until we break your spirit and then send you off to the next guy? Why shouldn't we? Why should we care? Why should we care? Why? Y'all don't care. Y'all don't give a damn. You don't give a damn about nobody but yourself and your feelings and what a man could do for you. So why shouldn't we run through y'all? Because we can do it better without emotion. We'll cut those emotions right out of there. Why shouldn't we do that to y'all? I'm going to tell you exactly why, and I'm going to close this out. Gents, I've said on this channel before, do not allow these women to make you bitter. Do not allow these women to make you compromise your values. Do not allow the hurt and the pain that you may have gone through in the past and the things that have affected you and traumatized you to this day allow you to take that opportunity to be a well enough adjusted man so that when you find that good woman that you're such a piece of crap, you can't hold on to her. And I want to say piece of crap, but you're so still in your feelings that you can't be the man you need to be for a woman who's going to do everything for you. Some of you guys want to grab your blue books, and you want to go overseas, and you want to meet these women, right? And some of you guys want to go there because you just want it easy. Let's just face it. There ain't no lie told there. But for the guys who really know themselves and know what they want, a lot of these guys just want that softness and that femininity. They want to be able to be themselves and to be around a woman and to be exactly who they are and that woman appreciate it. Because modern women in America, you cannot be yourself around them. They have so many walls up, whether it be a wall in their emotions or a wall of makeup or a wall of weave or a wall of nails. There's so many goddamn defenses women have up here in the States. Men don't know who you are. Men can't trust the women that they see. But do not allow that to make you bitter. Do not allow that to make you angry. But if anything, it should motivate you to work hard, get in that gym, work on yourself physically, work on yourself mentally, work on yourself spiritually, be on your grind, be on your purpose, and live your best life. All right. Thank you to all my guests that I had here this evening. If I didn't put an invite in the chat, but I will. I'm going to leave that out. Hold up real quick. If anybody want to come up and discuss what we just talked about, that's the link to the StreamYard. We'll do that for a few minutes. As long as you come up and be respectful, then I have no problem with that. But before I do that, I'm going to give shout outs again. Thank you, King, for being here. Thank you, Philip, for being here. Renzo, appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. XL Pro, thank you for always supporting the channel, brother. I appreciate you. My brother Bruce, who's asleep right now, thank him. One of my moderators. Thank you to Brandon, who came in here, man. Always dropping it real, baby. I appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you for coming here. To my brother, Habla Conmigo TV. Check out his channel. Check out Bruce Reigns' channel. You'll definitely appreciate it. Check out everybody's channel here. Jay, Randomness channel. Check him out, too. Thank you for being here tonight, brother. I appreciate you. Who else we had up in here? I don't want to miss anybody. Go check out Men's Daily Advice and Encouragement channel, Mr. GG. Go check out his channel, man. I appreciate you for being here earlier, Mr. GG. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. We also had Pontiac in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Who else did we have up in here? We had my brother Beach Bum TV up here living his best life out of the country. Thank you for being here. And then we had Ron Call here. Thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you, man, so much, you guys. All right. I appreciate all you guys for being here this evening. All right. Let me make sure I have no last comments. All right, you guys, listen, man. Check it out, man. I am doing consulting. All those links are down below. Feel free to either Cash App or, do a super chat, whatever, to support the channel. Everything that we use has gone here to this channel, this microphone, this webcam. Everything that we use here or everything that I use here is in support of the channel, brothers. So I thank you guys for all your donations that you made this month, man. Can't do it without you guys, man. Seriously, the channel is up and doing as well as it's doing because of you guys. Again, we've recently gone over 3,000 subscribers. We've gone over 300,000 views, and we're continuing to grow. And we do that because when I put these videos out, you guys support it. Every day I've been putting out community posts at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Typically, I put out a YouTube short or a video at 1 p.m. and I've been putting out a video 3 hours later at 4 p.m. every day, man, Monday through Friday. So I'm grinding to get this content out to you guys, man. I hope you guys appreciate that. I'm appreciative of you guys, man. And again, if there's nothing else left, with that being said, you guys live your best life.